Deadendhiphop conversations.
Mike, sit down, Deadendhiphop.
Deadendhiphop conversations. We're here with Night Wonder.
What's good, homie?
Peace to the age. Deadendhiphop.
Hip Hop Minute.
What up, though? This B giving you the Hip Hop Minute. If you in the Atlanta area, we got Ghost and Raekwon coming to the Tabernacle September 15th. Also, Talib Kweli and Mos Def Black Star performing their Black Star album at the Tabernacle September 28th. So if you're in the Atlanta area, they are touring right now. They will be coming to a city near you. So make sure y'all check out for that.
Don't forget Raekwon. He already said that. He said it first.
I said that first, yeah. I got no, you good.
Stay in your lane, man. We got this.
Also, man, make sure y'all go cop that Danny Brown XXX come dropping. You check out that Thurs LA Riot LP just dropped this past Tuesday. Also, J. Cole Any Given Sunday series that's been dropping. So make sure y'all go cop that. Preparation for this album. Also, Willie the Kid, the Crates, he released another mixtape out for y'all to check out. Also, man, make sure you follow the crew. Ken, FIFO, Mike C. Town, myself, and then Deadendhiphop Gmail. We gonna respond back to you. We gonna chop it up with you. Deadendhiphop.
Top 3 albums. We're not doing 5. We're gonna do top 3. FIFO, go.
Alright, I'm gonna start with number 3. For me, it was Kendrick Lamar, Section 80. That was definitely, solid debut.
You better have a top.
Number 2.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
Already sparking
I know, right?
I'm already. Yeah, I am.
That's why I want to go first.
Go ahead.
Number 2, Tech Nine's album, hot, fire spitter, little long, but it's still very, 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 very great album. My number 1, Big K.R.I.T, Returning Forever. That's my number 1. Tech Nine and Kendrick Lamar was very, very even to me, but
Yeah, they are.
very even to me. But what made me push Tech Nine first was that Tech Nine had more songs that you could just listen to one song and it'd be hot. Kendrick Lamar, you have to listen to that whole album beginning to end.
You can separate the songs.
You can, but to me, when I listen to that,
Agree with him?
No, I don't agree with that.
yeah, when I listen to Kendrick Lamar, I feel like I have to listen to the whole album.
Why?
Beginning to end. I don't know why. It's just better that way for me.
Oh,
To my
man.
ears, this is just better that way.
No, like we
It's just better. It's better to my ears that way.
Man, we praised Tech Nine, no doubt. Great album.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I feel you. It is a very tough. It's a battle. Damn, man. I think Kendrick Lamar just had a little bit more substance to it than Tech Nine.
He did, but for me, Tech Nine was an easier listen.
I enjoy Tech Nine's album more than I enjoy.
Okay.
It was just.
No.
Yeah, it was just an easier listen. Tech Nine was just easier listen. Like, in all honesty, they're damn near tied for me. But like I said, Kendrick Lamar, I have to listen to beginning to end. Where Tech Nine, if it's like on my iPod or I'm listening to it through my PS3, if any song pops up, I'm gonna ride that out. But whenever I want to listen to Kendrick Lamar, it's like I gotta start at 1 and I gotta finish at the end. It's just how my ears work. You know what I'm saying?
What made you give Big K.R.I.T?
Man, Big K.R.I.T, look, there's nothing in hip hop that hasn't been said or hasn't been done. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you, I guess, reinvent it for you. What Big K.R.I.T raps about, UGK's rapped about, a lot of down south artists have rapped about. I know we had the debate about instant classic and this, that, I'm not saying that is a classic, but I think that,
It's a great,
it is a damn great album.
My top, ain't no particular order though. My top 3 is Elzhi, Illmatic, Section 80, and third one is By Kill, Armor of God. Have you listened to that album?
I have.
That joint is tight, man. Come on, you can't.
I'm not denying it.
Okay. I'm about to say, he gave me what I wanted. This straight up, just rhyming bars and dope beats. What else?
Third?
Yeah.
Not third, but that's one of your top.
Yeah, that's
top
my top 3 so far for 2011.
Why Elzhi though? Why you pick Elzhi? Why is Elzhi in your top 3?
For one, he's like one of my top MCs and like almost ever, so he has to go in there. Plus, the way he reinvented Illmatic and made it his own was just crazy. And me personally, I love Illmatic. So for him, an MC that I really love today, to recreate that album and make it sound like his own, was just nuts. And you know the bars, dude was spitting. You know what I mean? It's there.
But you thought it was better than Armor of God? You thought Elmatic was better? Really?
Yeah, I thought it was better than Armor. I would rank it higher than Armor of God.
No fucking
I would.
I probably would have to penalize it because it is a remake over Armor of God. Just slightly though.
But
Just
see,
slightly.
I wouldn't even penalize it just on that. I penalized on a whole lot of other shit. Armor of God was damn near a perfect fucking hip hop album.
Dope, yeah.
It was way better than Elmatic.
You don't want to say way better.
Way better.
Way better. How is it way better?
Because what happened?
Be like, but how is it way better?
Because from the bars that this man has, he outshined just about any other rapper I've heard this year on this album. I have not heard a man have bars like this in a long fucking time.
So what's your top three? I mean, your top three for 2011.
My top 3 albums for 2011 was, and this is not in any particular order, was Vakil's Armor of God, Atmosphere's Family Sign, and CunninLynguists' Winterology. I don't know if I can put those in a 1, 2, 3. What? You gonna tell me?
No. CunninLynguists, yeah.
I was about to say,
that was good.
because that album
good.
was flawless. And there is not a single album, not just this year. Where's the flaws in that album? Tell me the flaws in that album. Please do. Because I didn't hear any.
You didn't hear any flaws?
None. There is not a single song where I was like, I don't like this. There's not a single line where I was like, that line's weak. There wasn't a single beat that I did not think was on point. I thought the album was flawless.
I love the production, but I think the production is what really drove the album a lot for me.
When I put the album on, I think everything is perfect. Like, the way they took that super dark production and then put Southern MCs over it, who are obviously Southern MCs. It was perfect. Like, nothing sounds like that. Who has done that in the past? Who has taken dark production and put Southern MC? I'm sure it has been done, maybe 1 or 2 songs here and there, but nothing sounds like this album. And nothing that they've done before that sounded like this album.
So
Vakil's Armor of God, when I first put this on, I remember I can't remember if I was texting y'all or if I was tweeting, but it was like every single song was quotables. Every song was quotables. By GPS Pussy, I'm gonna end up on your front doorstep. Like, god damn, like every song had amazing quotables. And the production was on point. It was like I had no issues with the album. I can listen to it front to back every day if I wanted.
So you look for quotables when you're listening to an album?
That kind of hip hop, yes.
Okay.
When it comes to an album like Big K.r.i.t, I'm not gonna listen for quotables because he's not that kind of
So
spirit.
what was you getting for Illmatic? Like, what was you after you listened to Illmatic? What did you get out of that album?
I got plenty of quotables, and I got a solid, dope hip hop album. But
Your top 3.
no, it's not in my top 3. I think that Vakil's, in my opinion, outshine that album. I think Winterology, to Ken's point, just based on production alone, that album outshined just about anything that's come out this year. And then obviously, I gotta let my backpackerness out with Family Sign. That was an obvious top 3 for me because not many people can make a grown man rap album and have people really vibe to it. Like, you have Slug, he's not talking about anything braggadocious like he has before, and he's great at that. But for him to make an entire album that's just about real life situations, being a single father, domestic violence, and then just love songs, like cool ass, funny love songs, and then breakup songs. He just did it perfectly with this album. So that's my top 3. Debate if you motherfuckers can.
So how is Vakil is way better than Illmatic? Like, you hear One Love and you telling me Vakil is killing One Love?
I liked it more.
I
liked it more.
I mean, I respect that. I just want to. I
liked it more.
I don't disagree with you. I respect your opinion saying that.
Because it's in your
Vakil's
top
better.
3, right?
Right, but for you to say it's way better.
I enjoyed it way better. What you want me to tell you?
If you don't say it's way better though. It's way better than Illmatic.
I enjoyed it way better.
You missing the point, B. He's just saying he enjoyed it.
He's just
way better.
Yeah,
he's just saying he enjoyed it more.
I'm not saying that you have to to like it more.
Okay.
I'm saying that I enjoyed it better.
This is Mike's top 3.
This is my top 3, goddammit.
I got you.
Five Kills album, like I said, I didn't hear any problems with it. It was damn near perfect. I know he got something to say. I can tell. What?
Nah, I don't. I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool. With
I'm interested to see his 3. I really am.
Because
he had something to say about everybody.
Yeah, I know.
So what the hell you
so
got?
immediately, there will be no Little B in my top 3. So I'm just going to kill that. I'm not gonna start any shit. Kendrick Lamar, Section 80, is in my top 3. I'm with B, with Elzai's Elmatic in my top 3.
This is a shocker.
I believe in Hope Wright is my 3rd top album that I have heard this year.
Who?
Hope.
Who the fuck is Hope?
I don't know.
Hope
Right, West Coast.
Hope Wright from out west. He's a West Coast MC. That album to me was I played it a lot. Man, and it had that West Coast sound. It was a little bit different than what I have heard from him in the past. And then even some of the lyrics were on point. The features were on point, man. That was a great album that I have heard this year. When I was going through my selection and just tried to find an album that if I was gonna rank them personally that I would love to listen to, there were some great albums that I'm leaving out. Fat Kill, that was great. CunninLynguists was great. You know what I'm saying? Casual was great. But when I thought of my top 3, could I have necessarily taken those albums and put them on and played them? Like after a while, no. I believe in Hope Wright was one that I was like, yeah, if I had to pick 3 albums, those would be my 3 right now that I will listen to at any given moment. Elzai was just, I use this term magical because it was just something that he did to that album, to remake the album. And the reason why it's there is because, there maybe should be a penalty because it was a remake, but not necessarily because of the way he did it. He changed the music. He used the live band, the concept of him doing what he did and personalizing it to Detroit. That's another album that I just played over and over and over and over again. In addition to Section 80 ranking, I think I just did Section 81, Elzai 2, Hope Wright 3.
Damn, top 3 for so far this year. It was a solid effort.
Yeah,
It was a good
Over
effort.
Wonderology. Because you kept making faces when I said that shit was flawless. So Hope Wright is flawless? Whoever the fuck this person is.
Touché.
With no offense to Hope Wright, because I'm sure he's great. I've just never.
Yeah, man, I would probably say that, man. I think I could. Sometimes I would tune the MCs out. I think the production was just a little bit more overpowering than the MCs themselves.
I can agree with that. I can kind of
because Hope Wright does have a nice sound to it. You can play it.
See, I don't tune the MCs out on Wonderology at all because they stand out so much. Because they don't make sense on that production. Southern MCs do not make sense on dark ass and grimy.
You would have never thought they would do that. You would have never thought that.
So that's why to me it's impossible to tune them out. But you listen for music first anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Which is fine. But anyway, okay. So Hope Wright. I'll have to go home and look this guy up. And if he's terrible,
we know you're gonna.
If I put this on and it's not a fucking plus, because you're putting it over Wonderology and Bach Hill. If this motherfucker's not A plus, we're gonna have some issues.
Go off.
So Ken, what's your biggest disappointment? 2011.
Letdowns,
disappointment.
Is it too early to put Watch the
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Then there you go. There you go.
Why?
It sucked.
I wouldn't go that far. Far. But why? Because I wanted more. I wanted more from them as 2 MCs. I wanted a lyrical fight at times. You don't have to give me that all the time, because I know you are entertainers at the end of the day. So I know you have to make songs like Otis and songs like Ham, which honestly, I did think they released as a single first, and nobody liked it, so they changed it to a
Took it
bonus.
back.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna give him a pass on that, even though Ham was cool. But I just wanted more. I could take Ham, I could take Otis. I don't like Liftoff, but I understand what you're doing with it. Give me Murder to Excellence a little bit. Give me New Day. Give me something a little bit more from two MCs, man. And they just didn't.
That shit, man.
They just didn't do it. Watch the Throne is it? B?
That was your only disappointment this year?
That was so far. Yeah. I have to go through the iPod and see what else.
Wait, he's mad though.
No. I'm not mad. I'm in complete agreement.
Then what you do all this for?
Because I feel exactly the same way. Like him. Like
What was your biggest disappointment?
it was Watch the Throne. It has to be because like I said in the review, I like 5 tracks, and I love Kanye and I love Jay, and I didn't have expectations going in. But now that I've listened to it, it's like it's disappointing because it's only 5 tracks that I deem good. I don't know what everybody else deems, but I only deem 5 out of 12 good. That should not happen when we called Kanye a living legend, didn't we?
I don't know if we ever came to a conclusion, did we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Even you said it.
Yeah, you said it.
I can't remember. I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying. I think.
So we called Kanye a fucking living legend, and Jay-Z is regarded as a legend by many people. To come out with that, it could have been done way better because them two together have done great work previously. It's not like it's their first hurrah. So to me, it was a letdown. Not saying that the album was trash, as C-Town would probably say. I don't think the album was trash.
I don't say trash on camera. Remember?
Okay, he doesn't like it.
Back me in so you can try to get me fucked up in the comments. You ain't slick. You ain't trying to get
But
me
anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it could have been so much more, and that's why it was a letdown because it should have been so much more. It should have been on par with Blueprint. It should have been on par with every other great thing that they've done together, and it wasn't. And that's a fucking letdown.
You got one, B. Goblin was another one, but even though I liked that one, that disappointed me because my expectation was so high. Okay. But that was one. And Jay Electronica.
How's that
Not dropped it because he
He ain't dropped anything.
You were fucking stupid.
Oh god! But you know what?
This album is disappointing.
It's time. Like it's time for Jay Electronica.
He signed with Roc Nation last year.
Yeah.
What do you got, B? Disappointing.
Letdowns, I would say, and I enjoyed this album too, was Random Acts. Just like to what Ken said, I think I was expecting so much more from, Sean Price, Black Milk Productions, and Guilty Simpson. I think even though I still enjoyed it, it was just like, it was a good album, but I was expecting so much more. So
you expected it to be in your top 3.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard that they was gonna get together, I'm like, oh, this shit might be like one of the top joints for 2011. So, but
a lot of people say it is.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I'm just saying that Random Acts is better than Watch the Throne.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And actually, you know what? And bringing that up, I will agree. As much as I was slightly let down by Random Acts, I definitely think Random Acts is better than Watch the Throne.
I'm searching for it, but I think I have to agree with you.
You searching for it?
Because I could only back 5 songs, dog.
I have to agree with that.
I could only back 5 songs off of Watch the Throne.
Rob's about to slap you again, FIFA.
Hey, they put it together well. They were a little bit more consistent, a little bit more coherent.
It was chemistry.
That was chemistry.
I didn't hear chemistry on Watch the Throne.
Yeah.
But I'm just going back to what you were saying earlier about Hope Wright. Like, I mean, I would put that on before I put Random Acts on because I just feel like I could just pop that in anytime.
I'll put Random Acts on all day long.
I mean, we're not talking about shit.
What do you think? You put Random Acts on first?
No, I said I put Watch the Throne on because it's more listenable to me. Like,
but
just that's what I mean. But I'm not saying that it's just better than Random Acts. But I'm just saying the same way you were saying about Hope Wright. It's how I feel like about Watch the Throne and Random Acts. Like I'm not gonna put Random Acts on before I put Watch the Throne on.
So B,
I'm gonna enjoy Watch the Throne before I enjoy.
What about Under God?
Was that a
that was my most surprising album of the year.
I knew what the hell
Surprising fact that I was
gonna do.
Shit, y'all better shut the fuck up.
Fuck that damn album.
Murray coming here with that axe.
They kick you in the penis.
Come on, y'all had good things to say about a Lyrical Law, so nobody
That was not in my top 3.
Nah.
No.
You can have a good solid album, but that don't necessarily mean you'll make a
top 3.
A top 3 and then a personal top 3.
So was there a letdown or anything?
No,
because it's exactly what you expect from
Yeah.
Canibus. It sounds like all of his last albums. Well, not all of them.
What do you have?
So Canibus to make a good album, and he won't make a top 3.
He'd have to make a stellar, amazing album to make a top 3. When Rip the Jacker came out, if you had asked me that year, I would have said yes. Because Rip the Jacker didn't sound like his other albums. Lyrical Law just sounds like all his other shit.
So that's what he has going against him.
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of a hindrance because Canibus doesn't ever step out of the box. He stays inside the box and just fills the box extremely well. It took me a minute to really think about my disappointments. And again, the part that sucks about my disappointments is because I'm such a nerd. Like, you know, the disappointment I have, you guys probably haven't heard, but for all you geeky hip hop fans, Vast Air's recent release was a complete and utter disappointment for me. I don't know if y'all remember the Cannibal Ox album that came out years ago.
Yeah.
That was one of the best albums to ever come from Def Jux. Vast Air decides he's going to release an album called Ox 2010, which is funny because it didn't come out to 2011, so that's kind of a fail. But anyway, Cannibal Ox was Vast Air and Vortal Megala, and fuck, man, Vortal's only on one track on this album, so for you to even call it Ox 2010 makes no fucking sense. Then I was hoping that Vast Air was going to go back to his old style of these really clever, poetic lines, and he didn't do that. Instead, he stuck with his more recent style of these bars that are just completely fucking terrible. Like, Vast Air has a great voice for rap. He doesn't have very good lyrics for rap, and that was the biggest disappointment for me. And when I put the album on, I'm just like, this sounds like the last 5 years of Vast Air, which is not good. The dude, I mean, I'm sorry, he's probably a nice guy in person, but man, let's be real, the dude cannot fucking rap. He can't rap. When he was doing Cannibal Ox, his lines were amazing.
Yeah, I wish I would have listened.
Pigeon, amazing. You know, the F word, amazing. You know, Battle for Asgard, amazing. But when you put this on, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Vast Air, but that was a big disappointment. Another slight disappointment for me was the Heavy Metal Kings album, which was Ill Bill and Vinny Paz, which I love both of these guys. I've loved them for years. I've loved everything, almost everything that each guy's done. But when they got together and they made a collaborative album,
Didn't work.
It didn't work, especially coming from, you know, the track Heavy Metal Kings from the Jedi Mind Tricks album, Servants in Heaven, or whatever. I can't remember the name of it now. Something like Servants in Heaven, something in Hell. I can't remember because I didn't really care for that album that much. But that one track from that album outshined everything else on that entire album. So I was expecting that caliber of Ill Bill, Vinny Paz, and I didn't get that. Instead, I got songs that really just weren't memorable.
Was anybody disappointed?
Yes.
But you know what? But you know what? But Lasers is real interesting. You know, like, I'm gonna go back to the review. Exactly what I said. The lyrics did not disappoint me. Everything that Lupe was saying on the album, I liked. But musically, holy, what the? It's like a techno album.
I don't think that album was all that bad. Because I'm not a Lupe rider like that. I like him okay. I don't think he's amazing. I don't think
so.
He's
You
the
probably
best
want nothing
lyricist
stellar from the Food and Liquor and
I didn't think
Rhyming Apes mixtapes.
I didn't think it was that. That's a mixtape, man. That's not an album.
No, I'm talking about.
We're talking about mixtapes too, right?
Yeah, no. But he's saying that the mixtape killed that. It was a different sound. You know, him doing stuff over other people's production versus him doing an album that is supposed to bring in sales. It's two different monsters. Same thing with Royce. So with this album, I think he was just going for what's popular. What's gonna get me listeners? What's gonna get me on the radio? And he did it. It's just that when his real fan, or I'm sorry, I want to say real fans, his core fans started bitching, he tried to pull a bitch move talking about, oh, record label made me do it. Bull fucking shit, you fucking liar.
You don't believe that?
No, I don't believe that, man. Because my thing is, if the record label, you think that the record label said, I want you to do a bunch of techno songs.
Yep.
I don't buy it.
Oh, let me think about it.
Because you only got 10 minutes
You're part of the crew too, man.
Nigga, just say something from Florida, nigga.
Say something. All right, this is really quick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have time to think
No
about
particular
it.
order, just three.
No particular order. I ain't have time to think about it. But everybody wants me to say at least 3. I would say Kendrick Lamar, because I immediately liked that when I heard it. Fuck, y'all heard me say that. But I will say that's what I'm listening to right now. So that is an enjoyable listen. I'm not going to put it at 3.
I'm gonna put it at 4.
I might put it at 4. Alright, so anyway, we'll pass that. I like Goblin. I like Goblin.
Goblin be another one?
I like Goblin.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I can see, like for me not to like horrorcore rap, this guy got me liking that shit. So for me to like it and enjoy it, I'm like, okay, that movie.
This shit, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would say Goblin because I normally wouldn't even like that type of music, but being that I listened to it and was able to get with it and listen to it on a lot of times, like I would put Goblin up there.
Got one more.
One more.
I have one more. Nothing else blew you away this year?
One more. I like Casual. I was loving Casual, man. Cause that was new. I mean, I never was up on Casual like that. So when I heard it, it really blew me away. I felt like I was out of the picture. Huh?
Ain't nobody gonna get on you.
I ain't worried.
I mean,
no, you know, if anybody's worried about me, I said I like. I can't put it at my number 3 right now. I enjoy listening to it. I'm a little different from everybody else, man. I enjoy listening to Watch the Throne, man. I just.
So what's 3?
I like it. 3. What I say? Kendrick, Goblin, and. Fuck, man,
Any albums that we reviewed that you listened to, it was like, okay,
I'm trying to
that
think
was
what all we
time.
reviewed.
I mean, you only got 2. Shit.
Alright, hold on. It's one more. I was impressed with Bad Meets Evil, but I want to put it in my 3. It's cool, man. That's 2, man. Like I said, I haven't.
Watch the Throne.
That's 2, man.